My name's Rebecca Swift and I was studying at HNC in Childhood Practice. So when I was wanting to start studying the HNC in Childhood Practice, I done some research in all the different colleges in Glasgow, and it was only Glasgow Clyde College that offered the forest kindergarten training, and I thought that would have been so beneficial and so good to learn. Previously, I have been working in the hospital, I've been working in the NHS doing healthcare support worker, and I was actually going to go on and do my nursing, but I did start thinking this wasn't really the career that I was wanting to go down, and I no longer was getting any job satisfaction. So I had to weigh up the pros and cons and find out what I actually did enjoy in life. And when I was working with children in the hospital, I did really enjoy it. So I done some more research on other jobs that I could do that would be working with children. That's what made me apply to this course, because this is the qualification I would need to become a qualified child development officer. For me, it's probably getting the A in my graded unit, because I never thought I would see the day I would get an A, and I've never had an A in anything. Even when I go back to school exams, I've never had an A. So getting that for me has been the standout moment, and I think that is proven to me as well that I found my niche in life, because I'm not really academic, so getting an A in something like such a big project as such has been such a standout moment for me. I would definitely recommend this course. At first, don't get me wrong, it was very daunting. As coming back to education, I'm like a more mature student as such, and when I came in, I didn't really have any friends, I didn't really know anybody, and at the start of the course, to be honest, I would sit in my car and eat my lunch. I just would sit there and not really speak to anyone, and I dreaded coming to college, and I ended up I wouldn't really enjoy doing any of the coursework. But once I had been in the class for a while, you do start to speak to people, and now I've got friends that I'll be friends with forever that encouraged me to stay, because again, like I said, I'm not really the most academic. So when I struggled with all my coursework, the easy option, I would be like, oh, I'm just going to leave, I'm not going to do this, I'll just stay working in the hospital. But all these friends now that I've got, they encouraged me to stay, and I would just say to anyone, even if you're scared, just go for it, because for me now, this is the best thing that I've ever done. Just being in the nursery was so good. I feel like I'm more, much better at practical things, and I remember people saying, oh, you'll learn so much more when you're doing it in the nursery, and I'd be thinking, well, not really, because I need to know all the background knowledge, but I definitely did, because I would see things for myself. I could see where the forest kindergarten training came into use, because they had such a good outdoor garden area, and the job satisfaction from it was amazing. That I would only be in there 2 days a week. We done Monday and Tuesday in placement, and when I'd go in, the kids would be running to me, and it was just such a feel-good moment. I absolutely loved it. So that was a 3-day training course, and the first day we had done lots of classroom stuff, just learning about all the outdoors and the learning of it, and why kids go and do the outdoors nursery. And then we went to the forest, and we would set up our own sort of a nursery. We would do all the risk assessments, and then on the third day we went, and it was a nursery that's like a forest kindergarten, so they'd done all the nurseries outdoors, and we went and observed them, and we're speaking to the children and asking why they enjoyed it, and we could just see all the different procedures, all the different policies, and it was good from observing them. And then when I was in a placement, it wasn't a forest kindergarten, so it was good to be able to contrast them and see the difference between both. So I've applied to work on the supply list for Glasgow City Council. I'm volunteering 1 day a week now in the nursery that I've done my training in, because I just love it, and I didn't want my placement to finish. So that is a Glasgow City Council nursery, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them just now, so fingers crossed.